Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. Like Kovd, just leaving the garage with the M134. I started to record a few minutes ago. I was leaving the garage with another scout vehicle. And I took one of the really jacked up Loadstars that had Tega tires on it, and I put snow tires with, or not snow tires, I put tires on it that could have chains. So I put chain tires on. And I was cruising around, checking out some stuff, getting stuck because it doesn't have the Tega tires anymore. It doesn't have quite the ground clearance it had before. Not quite as agile about climbing over rocks and obstructions and whatnot. And then dumped upside down. Well, when I went back to the garage to get this beast, I noticed that I wasn't recording any. So I don't know where the recording stopped. I haven't a clue. But we're back now. See, I was going to try and go around those rocks. I was going to try and go the way I did with the M134, but I had already passed that point and couldn't back up with the fuel trailers behind me. And there's an explanation for that too, but it's a long one. One of them is, I'll make it short, one of them is just for me, the other has to be delivered to a specific location called South Camp. I think what happened to my recording is I was trying to take pictures and I accidentally hit the wrong button. That's the only thing I can figure other than just a glitch of some sort. Now I haven't... come on. I want to throw a winch line on that thing sitting over there. So far I'm not really liking the snow tires, or the chained tires. I shouldn't call them snow tires. Instead of having it go back over again, I'm just going to finish pulling it through the rocks. Listen to that engine sit there and lope. So if it had the Tega tires on it, it would crawl right over that. Let's see, let's get the... want to grab that fuel trailer, but I need to get this out. So that looks like out of the way to me. Now I want to... see, look at this. I've only been in this truck 15-20 minutes and I'm almost out of fuel. Any wonder I'm carrying a fuel trailer behind me? This one I bought. This is an off-road scout fuel trailer. That one is for a specific task. I wasn't going to try and come in over these rocks, but I couldn't back up without losing both trailers. I mean, disconnecting both trailers and then having to dick around with trying to hook them up again, trying to get in front of them to hook them up again. Well, maybe I don't want to go that way anymore. So I tried coming over the rocks, and in the Emil's Loadstar with Tega tires would have done it. But Emil's Loadstar with snow tires is not so great. Maybe I could raise, you know, there are various levels you can raise the suspension. Maybe I need to raise the suspension higher so I don't high center as easily. Because I could get it higher off the ground. I just thought, you know, just gonna make it more tippy. But then I end up getting high centered. The reason I went over there is because the reason I tipped over is because I got high centered, and then I started dicking around with trying to go backward and forward and shit to get off of the rock, and it went over. So anyways, we opened up temporary measures over here. Besides on thin ice. Oh, we already started that one. Factory Skyline. We haven't started. See, then that's back all the way down there. So even if I could do that along the way here, I'd have to go all the way back down there to start it. And hate that. Drive halfway across the map to start a job that ends up being on the other side of the map. Anyways, we're right here. We want to be at Village Substation over here. And for now I'll keep driving the Loadstar. But if I need backup again, I know where the M134 is. I need to go to the right. I saw those tracks on the left. Oh, is that the road? No, that's where it got all fucked up on. I don't want to go there. Yeah, the other trailer is upside down. Why is there a waypoint marker out there in the woods? And the substation's right in front of me. Is that the way the road goes? Okay. Yes. That's the way the road goes. It's so hard to tell. Everything's white. Until I turn the camera. What is the trailer? No? Oh. That's why it's fucking up. I told you this thing goes through fuel like freaking crazy. Obviously a bad pick. I should have just stuck with the M134. But I was thinking the M134 can't pull scout trailers and stuff like that. In the past, I never let that bother me. I just took the M134 and went and did what I wanted to do. Snow and ice, who gives a shit? The M134 will do it. Now, there's a job here. This is the starting point of a job that takes us sort of in line with the Watchtowers and dumps us out sort of over by South Camp where that trailer delivers. Sort of. The next pole is over here. The next watchtower is over there. But you've got this pole, this pole, this pole, this pole, and then that watchtower. And then back over here to this pole, and that pole, and then that watchtower. So maybe what I should do, since I've got the M134 close, maybe I should hop back and forth. I could use the I could use the Loadstar for grabbing Watchtowers and use the M134 for doing these poles, because that looks like pretty rough territory across there. Where the road to the Watchtower looks like it's pretty decent. Why don't I stay in the Loadstar for now and then bring up the M134 after I get the next Watchtower open, so I can see better what I'm doing. That sounds like a grand plan. Just hop back and forth. Maybe I should bring the Maz out here with its 1,000 liters of fuel too. I was contemplating doing all this in the Maz. .71-inch off-road tire or mud tires. The Maz wouldn't be getting stuck here. 71-inch tires wouldn't give a shit about this ice breaking. And I can't use my winch without disconnecting the other winch. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Always on, always on. I can see the front wheels trying to grab, but it just seems to be ineffective. No, the fucking trailer is turned sideways and I can only get on the side. Fuck it. Let me on the tongue now? Nope. Only the ass. Then I'll pull it by the ass. I'm really starting to get pissed off and I just don't care anymore. Really getting tired of being stuck or upside down every couple of minutes. This thing doesn't seem to care if you pull it by the ass. Although I'm not going to let it pull me back in there. Oh, another one of those ice fields. I'll have to learn to recognize those. Now, we're nowhere near the Watchtower, unless we just go off cross country over here. Which is what the M134 does perfectly. Oh, and they screw you if you try and go around the puddle. How far away from the garage am I? Well, that's not far at all if I come up this road. That looks like it probably swings around. This thing's never let me down before. Let's see what it does on this map. I never said it was easy to handle. Steering's either doesn't go far enough or goes too far. And you never can tell which it's going to do when. Whee! A little drifting on the ice with the Maz. I know. The mod in this game is called an MA3. But they're simulating the Maz from MudRunner. Maz 538. Be nice if I could drive a straight line with it, but I suppose the tires are losing traction on the ice. And oh, I just didn't make these in the right place because I couldn't see. The map was black here. They'll work properly now. I wonder what's down there to the right. Oh, that's where you can go down and get on the ice. I have a task where you have to hit several points, and they start right next to the garage and kind of go northwest across that edge of the lake. So at some point later when we're back by the garage, we could do that one. Or when we're traveling back to the garage from like South Camp or something. But right now, we're on a different mission. I want to see what this thing does. I know it's slipping and sliding like a son of a bitch on this icy road. But when it gets off-road in the snow and starts breaking through the ice and that kind of crap, see what it does. Off-road is where it's in its element, so to speak. I'm not even going to go around the ice. Check that shit out. Fuck you, Loadstar. I suppose I'll pull it out of there. God damn it. I'd like to just leave it there. See, in co-op play, you could have a person in each vehicle and you wouldn't have to do all this dicking around. The guy in the Loadstar could just hook up to the guy in the Maz. But single player, you gotta do everything by yourself. And I'm gonna have to jump back to the Loadstar to pull that other trailer along. Or I could grab it with the Maz. Probably what I'll do is just go get the watchtower and then come back to the road here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Go get the watchtower with this thing and then... What is this thing doing? Am I going over a big rock that I didn't see? The way I had the camera position, I couldn't even tell there was a huge rock there. No, I won't push down that tree, unfortunately. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over here. But the rocks won't let me turn. You know, I've never really got into the those Tuz Scout vehicles before, the 8-wheel jobs, the Tatarans, because I thought they were slow and they burned up too much fuel for the ground you could cover in them. Maybe they'd be good on this map. Got half a dozen new tasks now, or whatever, I didn't even notice. Is that the Acteon? Oh, no, that's my shit. Hi. Well, speaking of my shit, we've done 2 of the 3 watchtowers. I think at this point I'll bring up the M134 and start hitting some of these poles, and I could see what temporary measures is about while I'm there. I should have fueled this thing up when I had the fuel trailer here. Duh. Let's see. Let's back off of that bush before it ends up throwing us completely over. And then see about getting to this pole over here. Can I come through here? Maybe around the south side of that rock? Cross this snow field? And then follow the road down? Cross this way? Or it looks like right here I can pick up a road that goes over there, but then I gotta come up through the trees. This one works better. See, the M134, I don't even think twice about just cutting off across country. As long as there appears to be a way around obstacles. Okay, that would be the next pole in line. Anybody want to check out the pole? Where do we gotta go? We gotta go over there. Can I get between these two? Maybe. I'll back up a little bit. There. Had to bounce off of one in order to bounce off the other, but then made it. Just want to see what I'm gonna run into. Before I drop off the edge of a cliff or something. Damn rock bounced me over. Well, we could try and climb it there. That's at a bad angle. I think I'd rather try and go around it over here. Like that. And then what? Oh, we can just crawl right over it. With this thing, I can just crawl right over it. That's the next pole. Now to get to the next pole. We kind of gotta go around the boulder field maybe, but let me see. Oh, I think we could probably bounce over a couple of those and keep going. But would going around the other side of the pole be easier? Gotta get over here. It looks like there's a pretty decent path through there. I just don't want to have one of these boulders end up turning me over. I can scramble over them. It's just, will I stay upright or not? Just do something like that and make it daytime. Power pole. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. I'll go over this rock over here then. Trees are more of a bitch than the rocks are. Because it does that. I didn't even see that frickin' tree was there. And it, until the nose of the vehicle goes straight up in the air. These trees I can run over. You have to learn which trees you can run over and which trees you can't. And here we are. That's the next one. Have we caught up to... No, we haven't quite... We're not quite even with the Loadstar and the Maz yet. So we'll do another one. Up the road we go this time. What do you say we use a road this time? Seems like a foreign proposition at this point. What was the on thin ice job? And do I have it? No, I couldn't even. Well, I suppose if I drove out there, they might have a starting point. Because the starting point is back here. And it won't even tell me what the job is. Unless I drive out there. It looks like a vehicle you pull out. But do you have to... Then where do you take it? After you pull it out. And do you have to repair it and refuel it? Once you get to it. Is there a... Well, there's a task you can start right here. Temporary measures. I don't even care what it is. I'm just gonna start it and take a look at it. Because the more of these I can accept ahead of time, the better. Oh, you have to deliver a metal beam to VL15. That's one of the poles we're visiting. It's the poles we're at. It's the pole we're at right now. Well, I can't do that obviously in the M134. I'll worry about that later. Close that. See if I can find where my mark is. Ah, it's over there. So I gotta back up. And the damn antenna keeps... See, that's where you deliver the metal beam right there. You know, rocks are just rocks. You can scramble over them. But trees suck shit. Yeah, you can see what the task is right here. You don't have to go all the way back to town. That's what I was hoping. Now we'll go see what On Thin Ice is. Delivered to the guardhouse, which is way the hell over there. And this trailer has to go to South Camp, which is way the hell over there too, only more north, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess since I don't have to fix this thing, I could drag it along behind me to the next tower, or a couple of towers. Maybe end up handing it off to the Maz or something. Or just take it there myself after I finish these last two towers. Let's get it hooked up and then figure out how to get to the next tower. Okay, well, pretty much what the line says. Come on. don't think I've ever had to put the M134 in low range before. But the little Tuz 160, or no, I think that's a Don. The little thing behind me was buried in the ice. I think that's like a Don 71 or something. Whoa, that's nasty. That was a nasty little cut through the rocks there. All right. Where's my other poles? Tense situation. There they are. Now the guardhouse is up there by Shabby Guard, where it says Shabby Guardhouse. I'm at 52 minutes on this. I don't think I'm gonna go much longer. Maybe get to pole 13. Unlucky number. Where's the last? Oh, that's way over there. So I might as well keep doing poles for now. As long as I got fuel, which I'm going to be out of shortly. But this is getting to be a big file anyways. Hour of recording is 10 gigabytes. No, I can't just go. I gotta take a closer look at that. Doesn't even show that there's a big rock right in front of me. Till you get up here. Well, I guess that is 13 meters away. But they show that's where the where the road goes. I guess it's supposed to go between them. I think that's where the trail is supposed to go. On the map there was a little line there. That's what I put my marks on. This is going to be a nasty map for getting around anywhere. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I got the pole, and now we'll see what the task is. Every single time number 13 is out of order. Looks like the isolators are broken again. Go get some spares, and I will later climb and see what can be done. It's delivering something to the pole. I'm just going to accept it and close it. I obviously can't go pick up isolators or whatever. In the M134. How much fuel do I have? 31 liters? I got enough. Oh, it's over here. To my right is what appears to be a trail that runs down through here and ends up out here, which still isn't the last pole. Gonna have to do something with the rocks here. Maybe go around this side. And that pole is in dark territory. But I'm going to assume it's something like that. No, come on. Oh, that's why. I thought it was the car behind me not letting me back up. It was my own handbrake. Okay. Let's drive over the car. And then try and go through this gap. That works, I guess. Even pulling in a car behind me, it works. Oh, gotta watch those. Gotta watch the angle on the dangle there. Don't want to be upside down. Don't want to get upside down. Gotta watch the angle on the dangle. Well, this is where I talked about going around the big rock. Do 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 do. An upgrade location. Look what we stumbled upon. A raised suspension for I'll just say okay and leave it at that. . Now the pole was right there. Or am I going back the wrong way? Yeah. I was on the way to the pole. When I got distracted. Can I get around the rocks down there, or should I just go up and over right here? No. Not up there. Over here. Damn thing, cooperate. Alright. That's one more pole. There's only one pole left. But I'm already at an hour on this. So, I think I'll stop it there. Use the facilities and then just come back and start another recording. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.